Hey YouTubers, JB Coins here, having an earthquake, trying to get puppy out from under the camera. Come on, pup, scoot, come on. There you go, good boy. Puppy decided he wanted to take a nap right where the camera needed to go. So we apologize while we adjust this camera. It's like a roller coaster ride tonight. No, no, can't go under there tonight, puppy. Come on, come on. T. Bailey, hi. Ruby, howdy, welcome. Derek, welcome. All right, got people starting to come in. Looks like we got 25 people already and only 2 thumbs up. Got to whack that thumbs up button, guys. Now we're strolling in. Jonathan, Bill Betts, Kyo, Cointelligence, welcome everybody. 12 thumbs up. Now we're getting there. Make sure you like the stream. Thank you, Cointelligence. Yeah, absolutely. Especially today because my sweetie can never leave anything alone. So she's come up with another twist to our 100 like giveaway of a free entry to the drawing that we do every week. That when we hit 100 likes, she calls out 100 on the actual stream, and the next person that shows up on her computer gets a free entry into the drawing for that week. They don't have to buy anything or anything like that, or even if they've bought entries, they could wind up getting a free entry. We've always joked around and said if we got to 200, we would do 2 free entries for 200, and we would still do that. What she said tonight was, just for the heck of it, we've gotten close a couple times. Let's make it 1 free like at 100 and another free like at 150. So if we get to 150, we'll have 1 person at 100, 1 person at 150. Same rules. So you got to smash that like button. You got to get us to 100 quick, and then you got to get us to 150 before we run out of time. So welcome to Joshua, TJ, John, Robert, Silver Baggins, Mark Cardwell, John Francis. I'm trying to catch up on the screen here. Cherie, welcome. Me and the missus say hi to y'all.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Mark. Grove Minting is in the house. Welcome, Grove. Good to see you. Coin Finders, welcome. Anuma Patra, I hope I said that right. Welcome. Justin Hoffman, welcome. JB, how to know if a coin is cleaned? Well, the first thing is if it's really dirty, it's not cleaned. If it's shiny, it can be hard to tell, but if you look under magnification, you're going to see swirl marks or scratches. You'd be surprised how obvious it can be. Even rubbing it, if you rub it with your fingers. The guys that are on the channel that are metal detectors, they really kind of have very few choices when they find a coin that's encrusted with dirt and sand. But I try to tell them, don't rub it between your finger and thumbs because you're basically rubbing a sandpaper on it. Soak it in something, spray it with a little spray bottle of water if you've got it, swish it around in the river if you're in it. Soak it overnight is the best thing, but still don't rub it, because rubbing it, you're rubbing, think about that one little rock or that one little piece of sand going back and forth. You might as well take a screwdriver, right? Hello, from JMB from Elva, from Fresno. Welcome, Elva. Welcome, William. Welcome, Jose from Miami. TJ, welcome. Yep, everybody smash that like button. Tonight's goal is 100 minimum, gets 1 free drawing entry. 150 gets 2 free entry drawings. Excuse me, 1 entry will get a second, 150 will get a second free entry drawing. Not necessarily the same person. Oh, And we also have a new monthly sponsor, Tropical Shirts and More. Thank you so much. That's someone who has gone into the preferred email support process and signed up for a monthly subscription to that. And we have quite a few people that have gone over there. It helps the channel, and it gives you guys free access to just ask whenever you want or send pictures, that kind of stuff. So a lot of people are taking advantage of that. Jason Miller, hello from New York. First time watcher, looked at a list of things to get started, looking to dive in. Cool. We do have a series. We just shot another video tonight that'll come out, I believe, Tuesday. We usually put out our video. We have a playlist for new collectors. A lot of this stuff applies even to older collectors like myself. And I've been collecting over 50 years. So every once in a while we find something new, we pass it along, but we started at the very beginning in that series, and we've worked our way up through, how do you store them, how do you grade them, all that kind of stuff. So there's a little bit in there for everybody. And we're gonna keep going with that. People like it. Robert, JB, can you tell me about a quarter I found in some I search? If we have time tonight, I'll try and do that, but it's really tough during a stream to focus on one coin. Ruby, I'm from Miami. Cool, that's a very pretty place, man. Bits and pieces, hey y'all, hugs to most. Welcome. Carrie Ann, welcome. Does a coin with toning makes a coin valuable? Yeah, it usually depends on the coin, but yeah. Morgan toned coins, for example, if you look at a Morgan toned coin versus the same coin that's in the same condition that's not toned, there are people that will pay a lot of money for the toning. Some people don't like it. They want it to be nice and shiny, but there are folks like my sweetie, my wife, who absolutely love toning, rainbowing, toning, whatever you want to call it. Let's see. Maria King, first time, welcome. Peter Boise, welcome. Corey, welcome. Corey, welcome. Logan, welcome. Bill, 457, welcome. Hello, my hips feel better. We were going to ask you how you were doing. You didn't look too good last night, man. Glad you're feeling better. Savvy Sherry, welcome. TJ, I got Morgan dollar, 1892. Very good year. Let's see, Ruby, how do you clean a coin without alerting the grading service? It's almost impossible, yeah. It's almost impossible. Bill Betts, are MS68 graded coins coming from B rolls or mint sets? Yes. Uncirculated mint sets, not proof mint sets. If it's a proof mint set, then it would be a PR 68. So if it's clad or silver proof, it would be PR 68. If it's uncirculated, it's considered to be the same as circulated coins, so it gets a mint state grade. Yeah, we've got a mint owner in the house here, Jared from Grove Minting. So he can always throw in. He usually contributes good stuff when he's here on questions. I'm sure he'll pop up when he sees something that is in his wheelhouse there. Mallory, hey, welcome. Logan, welcome. Mike, welcome. Julie Murphy, I'm new to coins. You found the right channel. This is not just JB Coins Inc. This is the JB Coins Inc. family. So once you're in the family here, you're in the house, you're part of the family. We take care of our own in more ways than just, the coins and the knowledge that's here. There's a ton of knowledge here. But we help each other out in time of need as well. Jonathan Smelko, $5 on PayPal. Thank you very much. That also brings up to the right, you see the piece of paper that talks about the drawings for what's on the table. It's $5 per entry. You can go as high as you like. Super Chat, which is what you guys are on, that you can do that as an option, and you can also do PayPal like Jonathan just did. And as it says on the paper, please select gift or money to friends and family. And you can put a note in there because it's going to give us your real billing information. So if you don't want that information out and you want, for example, 25 Mandabear, Grove Minting Company, $100. Thank you, buddy. Cheers, JB. No entry for us, just showing support. Thank you. You always, thank you so much. You guys that have been longtime viewers know Jared has been a longtime supporter of the channel, and we have benefited by that in many ways, among the fact that when he mints some of his special issue coins, he has released a couple of them only to our subscribers, and we've sold them out in like a day or two. And they're absolutely gorgeous coins. You should check out his website. He does have coins for sale right now. And we have a link on our website to his site. And we have all three of the 1977 dollars that should have been. And some of you guys have 2 and 3, and recently we gave one of them away, so if somebody didn't have the complete set, they could try. Shinto, welcome. TJ, welcome. Anyway, I was explaining the entries. So you can enter on PayPal, you can enter on Super Chat. Super Chat takes 30% of whatever you send in for themselves. That's why you guys 6 months or so ago came up with the concept of PayPal. If you do it the way we've got it on the piece of paper, they take 0. So 100% goes to support the channel, and usually winds up causing us to go to a coin show or whatever and buy stuff that you see us unboxing, and we wind up putting it in giveaways. And either way, we appreciate it because it all goes to help the channel. And like we said, it's quite often funneled right back into buying cool stuff, oddball stuff, like we gave away the silver dice last week or the week before, I can't remember. It's starting to run together. This week's drawing, because we need to go through that, is we have very cool stuff. We have the 67, I'm going to turn this light that I've always been saying I wanted. We have a 67 SMS set, which I have to get into the camera shot. There we go. Okay. And that is a U.S. Mint, special mint set, 1967. Kennedy is a 40%er. And we've given away 65 and 66 before, so we're giving that away this week. We also have a Whitman Lincoln Bicentennial Cents. It's got 5 of the 8 Lincoln commemorative cents from that year. And we did a video on this, and we did a video on the satin Lincolns. Then we have some of the goodies, some of the old stuff. We have a 1905 silver barber quarter. Oops, went off camera again. So 1905 silver barber quarter, and a 1926 silver standing liberty. How cool is that? So you got 2 90% silvers, a 40% silver within the SMS set, and you got your special date Lincolns, which all of these are worth putting away. If they're the satin finish that we talked about in our video, you definitely want to put them away because they are extremely low mintage, and you need to watch the video on the satin Lincolns. But anyway, let's see. Mark B, tomorrow reverse proof set. Absolutely, and you better not get mine. DMV 360, hello everybody. Debbie Clark, welcome. Lincoln Central, welcome. Debbie Clark, $10 on PayPal. Thank you, Debbie. Mike Leapline, welcome. I'm here. Love your videos. Thanks. Absolutely. Thank you. William Valentine, hello everybody. TJ Bailey, I want that. Bill 457, that 2x2, do they hold the self-adhesives? Yeah, they do. Yeah, they're a German company, Lighthouse, I believe is the name. We have a link to them, of course, on our website. But yeah, they're nice, and you don't have any staples, so when you stack them flat. I mean, they really are nice. We just went and bought the flat stapler finally, and then we found these, and it was like, okay. But we'll still use that on the old 2x2s we've got, because it'll still be better than what we were using. JB, I've been buying Morgan dollars in uncirculated condition from eBay. I recently graded one and got an MS64 1904. Very cool, man. Good job. Let's see. DMV, Savvy Sherry. Crafty Mally. $5 on PayPal. Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you very much. Derek, welcome. So we covered what's in the drawing. We covered how to get in the drawing. And I'm going to try and dive into some pennies here and see if I can't find anything cool while we're doing that too, and answer your questions. And again, this time, if we get to 100 likes, the first person after she puts up JBCOINSINC 100 on her computer, the next one to show up gets a free entry for the drawing on the table. If we make it to 150, which we've gotten close a few times, then we will have the same thing. She'll put JBCOINSINC 150, and the person that shows up after that one will get a free entry. So it's possible we could get 2 free entries today. We used to joke that if we got to 200, we'd give away 2 for 200. We'll still do that, but you know, not real likely that we're going to get there. But you never know. Sweetie, I'm sorry. I got to swing this light down a little bit to see the pennies. There we go. Oops, sorry. Sherry L, $20 on PayPal. Thank you, Sherry. Sherry is also one of our monthly sponsors. Thank you very much, Sherry. Try and go through these pennies. $86, $76, $77. 64 likes already. Rogue's here. Bill Betts, $6.50. That's a very unusual number, yeah. So that's 1 entry and $1.50 for profit, right? Face reveal at 50,000. Maybe at 100,000, you know. We'll see. I'll think about it. See, she's going to sell me out. She says, yeah, if we hit 100,000 this year by Christmas, we'll do it. It's like, okay. I guess that decision got made pretty quick. Oh, man. Brandy Baldwin, hello, J&B. You both are wonderful. Glad to see you. Thank you, Brandy. Glad to see you here, too. We appreciate that. Hello, JB Coins. Yesterday I went to the Annandale Coin Show, the next 3 weeks away Vienna Coin Show. Very cool, man. Hope you made some good pickups. We're looking forward to ours pretty soon here, too. Yeah, Sweetie's still asking if you got anything cool at the show. Joe Baca, hey, everybody, welcome. Devil Cry, welcome. Karen Saint, welcome. Justin Hoffman, I think I found a 1919 steel silver penny today in my father-in-law's collection. They didn't make any steel or silver pennies back in 1919 that we know of, but I can see copper color on the rim. Is that a sign it's been altered? Yeah, it's possible that somebody spray painted it or zinc coated it or did something to it, or they may have silver coated it. If you know anything about chrome, for example, or any of the metal plating, they usually put a base coat of copper first, and then they put the chrome over it, and it gives it something to bite to, and it gives it that deeper glow. Dark Passenger 223, $1.99. Hey, really enjoy these live streams. Keep it up. Thank you very much, man. Eric, welcome. New. That this. I hope I'm in the drawing. Okay, it's $5 per entry to get in the drawing, or when the yellow and black JB Coins Inc. letters pop up into the stream and it says 100 right after that, you'll see everybody start typing enter or entry when we get to like 96, 97, somewhere in there. The first enter or entry that shows up after she pops up with 100 in the stream, she sees that on her computer. She'll see the next person's name, say it's Silver Baggins or Debbie. She'll call that out. That person gets the free entry, okay? And then if we get to 150 during the stream, we'll do the same thing again, okay? And it's pretty funny because we all wind up just sitting back and laughing because there's nothing getting done while everybody's typing enter and entry. Mark B, I need to have a PayPal account. In order to do the PayPal option, yeah, you do. Super Chat, you can enter through YouTube with a credit card, I believe. Anna, JB, are you coming to Philly in August? No, we're not coming to Philly in August. I wish we were. Bill will be there, though, he says. Debbie, do you think your stalker will show up tonight? I don't know. If so, it'll be whack-a-mole night again. Hey, pause. I'm sitting here trying to look at these little tiny pennies with my eyesight and glance around here. Carrie Ann, welcome. JB, can you please let me know where the closest coin shows near Asheville, North Carolina? Yeah, you've got a great coin club in Asheville, and also there's a gentleman from Asheville that goes to, believe it or not, goes to a gun and knife show in Asheville called the Mike Kent, K-E-N-T, gun and knife show. Clever name. But he goes to Asheville, and the old gentleman from Asheville goes to that show, of course, because it's in town. And we usually go to that, and he's got some great stuff. Kevin Jones, $5 on PayPal. Thanks for the giveaway opportunity. Love you guys. Thank you, Kevin. Same back at you, man. The stalker showed up on a different live stream doing the same garbage. Oh, I'm hurt, man. I thought it was just us, you know? She was talking like she just, or whoever that was talking like they just liked me. Caio, I only found one coin from Bolivia, 2 soles from 1830. That's cool. And talked to Annex about a coin if it was an error, and it was. I have an 1884 OOPL. Very cool. You know, it only takes one hit from the show, man, to, you know, whatever that hit is to you, whatever score it is, you know. The last show that we went to with my sweetie, we showed you on the video, my sweetie walked out of there with, I don't know, you know, 100 silver coins between the quarters and the halves, and paid below face on every single coin. Yeah, I mean, she was starting to buy collectible coins that were gradable, you know, 1800s coins, and they were giving her like, you know, 50% off to 50% off, you know.
Question on your Gmail.
Why are my chats on your live stream deleting themselves? We do have the live stream filters set, especially after last week's troll. If there's certain inappropriate terms that you're using, or terms that could be interpreted as inappropriate, like last week's, we've got the chat thing kind of dialed up so that it will just not allow your comment to go through. So change up the words a little bit, and it should go through. Grove Minting. So what cents are we hoping to find tonight? Double dies? It's from Grove. Sweetie says 69S double die. Yeah, I'd be happy if I could read the dates on these things with my vision right now. It's nighttime. It's not like our old time that we had where I had sunlight streaming in. It'll be an uncirculated condition, nice and red. Oh, okay. So I should be wearing gloves then. Yeah, it's kind of tough because pennies and dimes are getting difficult enough that I need to do them in daylight, or I wind up with my head underneath the microscope most of the night. Um, Now that is one black penny. Can I see the date on that? No, can't even. I mean, the date's there, but I can't make it out. Let's see. 1909 VDB, I think it's called. There's the 1909 VDB and SVDB. I'm in Oklahoma. Where is a good place to have a wheat penny looked at? It is a blank on one side and half on the other, but you can tell it's a wheat penny. Oklahoma, I'm not really sure. Carry on. Yes, it is, Mr. Polk. I love Asheville. That's cool. Yeah, Asheville's a neat town. They have lots and lots of different shows and stuff, and that's why I think he goes. Like I said, like with the gun and knife show. I think he goes to the other shows besides the coin shows because he doesn't have as much competition. You know, there's usually maybe him and one other older gentleman that are there, and that's it. Let's see, Jason Miller. What type of gloves you recommend for handling coins? Silverbaggins got it. Cotton gloves. We have those on our website. I am guilty because I hate wearing them. When I'm handling pennies like these that are just nasty that came out of a coin sorting machine, I tend not to wear them. And I just found our first wheat. If I'm opening brand new rolls, I will put the ones I have on, or if I'm handling proofs or something like that. But a 51D, and this thing's in pretty nice shape too. See if I can get that up to the camera. Oh, and I drop it. Dropped on the carpet. There we go. Thank you, baby. So we'll put that over here. Yeah, the ones I've got right now are not fitting real well. Real Ruler, welcome. Mark B, oh no, not her. You talking about Real Ruler? Mark Baker, a coin can get a thick rim when it gets stuck in a coin sorting machine or coin counter. Is the 2018 D penny a good DDO? If you're talking about the one that was in our video, we do not think it turned out to be a DDO. We still don't know 100%, but what we've done in the last week is Ken Peavy did a video on it, not knowing that we had done a video, and he basically scientifically debunked that coin. And we got spammed. What happened last week on the live stream was clean compared to the spam we got underneath that video from some people that were representatives, shall we say, or moderators for other channels that are pretty well known, and they were saying some pretty vile stuff to us, to the seller, you know, and all that. And Ken jumped in and did his video, and thankfully said, hey, you know, it's don't assume that JB knows what's going on here. Yeah, the seller and the buyer have communicated. Ken and I have communicated with each other and with those guys. And even though Ken pretty much convinced all of us that it turns out that probably can't be a double die for the reasons he explains in his awesome video. It's probably the best video I've ever seen on a DDO. The person that bought the coin for over $200, I think 270, was given the opportunity for a full refund, and they said no, they wanted to keep the coin because they thought it was so cool. And I think they believe it's still maybe possibly a double die. And I'm in my heart of hearts, I'm not entirely 100%. Ken's thing was awesome, and I believe everything he said. There's a couple things about that coin that I'll keep to myself, that I looked at the pictures and I wonder. It's one of those that I would stick in a flip, mark it, and put it away, because how many things have we seen swing in the last couple of years? You know, oh, it's junk, it's junk, it's junk, it's not worth anything, you know, especially the coin shops. And then all of a sudden we're seeing them in the books. Yeah, and the seller had a 100% satisfaction rating at eBay, and he had some great finds before that that had all been certified by Wexler as being correct. So we thought that that one had been certified by Wexler, and it turns out, to our knowledge, it wasn't. Edwina Cornish, $9.99, and because of her system, she gets 2 entries. That counts as 2 for her. Mohawk Joe, $5 on PayPal. Thank you, Mohawk. And Edwina is also a monthly subscriber. Thank you again, Edwina. Mark Cardwell, then I'll continue with my quarters and hold on to my rolls of 2018 Ds. I want to say this, and we had it on our list before that video came out. And that's part of what led us kind of down that road, and we were in a bit too much of a hurry. It was kind of a last minute thing. There was only a day left on the auction. We assumed that Wexler had already checked it because he had checked all the other coins this guy had. And he's a monthly subscriber. There are 2018 Ds that have known varieties. There's a bunch of them. So they're worth looking through. It's just, if you have any in your mind that are questionable like that, like I said, put them in a flip, mark them, set them aside, and see how all this stuff shakes out, because we could wind up getting surprised, and the buyer may know something, because we didn't have the coin in our hands, for one thing, and neither did Ken. But the buyer now has the coin in his hands. So he may have gotten it to somebody like Wexler or someone else, and they may have said, hey, wait a minute. So, you know, it's one of those, I'm going to wait till the other shoe drops before I completely write it off. If I find one like that, I'm marking it a DDO and putting it aside with a question mark on it. Heidi, hey y'all, just got here. Power is out in my neck of the woods. Raining all day. Oh, sorry, we've been having that on and off all week. It comes and goes. So just try and stay dry and comfy and enjoy the show. We're at 83 thumbs up. When we get to 100, it's the usual drill. Bill got 2018 P, were gems the ones I got. Very cool. Those also, I think we just did the video on what the 2018 P MS70 went for. It's unreal. That and some of the quarters. Pause Brown, formative years for Abe Lincoln's anniversary. My brain's not functioning well enough on that. The reverse has Lincoln's cabin on it. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I lost track. Well, I caught the tail end of a stream, I think. Miss Fix It 05, going to the fair. There you go. Have some cotton candy and enjoy yourself. Let's see. Got a lot of 2017s in here, but they're P's, but they're just not in very good shape. That's a real dark one. I can't see what it is. 1992. This is how bad my vision is. This thing is red, 1992. I got the 5X on it. It looks like a close AM. Brain dead. I'm gonna set that aside, take a look at it later. William Baker's already put an enter. We're at 87. We got 13 to go, Lev. man. But if you just got here, welcome. Big Bass, welcome. If we get to 150, we're going to do another one at 150. So we're going to do one at 100. We're going to do another one at 150. Same process. Debbie, I got 2 star notes this week also. Very cool. Yeah, we've been picking up some star notes ourselves this week. Mohawk Joe's Trading. Don't forget the release time is Eastern. Make adjustment for your time zone. Yeah, that's a very good point. The release time for those reverse sets tomorrow is noon Eastern. And it's a good idea to get in the system either tonight or tomorrow morning, not at the last minute. Update your shipping information, your billing information, all that stuff. Have it all ready to go before noon, because you're going to be able to speed through the checkout because everything's current, and you're not sitting there, spending 15 minutes trying to update your information, and then all of a sudden, what? Yes, and we set up an alarm to remind us beforehand. Oh, and we will, yeah, if you have your notification button set for if you're subscribed to our channel, and we hope you are, and you have the notification little bell highlighted, we are going to send out a reminder tomorrow that they're coming out, and and how soon they're coming out. So there's a nice old 65. So we'll send out a reminder. Set yourself an alarm clock or something like that. That's what we do when we're following a coin or something. Cheryl, welcome Cheryl. Peter, 94, holy cow. We're up at 94. Recon Ghost, welcome, man. Yeah, we got a chance for 100, and at 8:30, there's a shot we could hit 150 by the time we're done, which means we would give 2 free entries away. That would be awesome, guys. Leong, welcome. Went through 250 in dimes last Thursday. Got 3 silvers. 1 of them was a Merc. 2 were Roosevelts. Went through 200 yesterday. Got nothing. That's how it happens sometimes. The silvers seem to be doing pretty good for most folks these days compared to a lot of other types of coins. And you can see where people are starting to show 97, 98, 99. Oh, 99 on the official computer. It just showed 99 on mine. So you can see it's all enter an entry. So when the yellow 100 ink pops up, the very next name on her computer is the one that wins. We may all get different ones because of the rate of our Wi-Fi speed or internet speed. There it goes.
Rogue got in.
Is that who you got?
Yep.
Okay, Rogue got it this time. There you go, Rogue. Rogue got a freebie. All right, we can go back to normal chat for now. Keep hitting the like button. If we get 50 more and hit 150 before the end of the stream, we do the same drill again, and somebody else can get it. And as the boss says, remind what we have. So, cool stuff. 67 SMS set. Really, really nice. We gave away 65 and 66 already, so. And Cheryl got both, by the way. And so here's 67 to complete them out. And they're in really nice shape. And JFK is 40%. Then we have the Lincoln Bicentennial pennies from the commemoratives from 2009 from Whitman. There's 5 of the 8. I don't know why they did that way, but it's Whitman. Then we have silver, 1905 Barber dime. You can read In God We Trust, the date and the stars. And on the reverse, you can see the eagle and the stars. Oop, help if I'm on camera, right? There we go. And pretty typical of that age. And then a 1926 Standing Liberty. And on the back, you see the flying eagle United States of America, e pluribus unum, and $quarter I can read on the bottom with my vision, with my reading glasses, but with my vision. So these are two 90%ers, a 40%er, the SMS set, and that stuff. Let's see. Trying to catch up now on the screen. Edward, welcome Edward. Now we got about 20 minutes or so to get 45 more likes. So it's possible because it took us 40 minutes to get to 100. So it's possible to get, 45 in 30 minutes, roughly. So John Smith, hey J and B, welcome John. 2016, 89, big glob of goo on there. Don't know what it is, 81 I think, but let's see. J.R. Caldwell, welcome. I got a 68 uncirculated set. Very cool. Check that one out for errors, man. Or errors and varieties on that one. JB, which one would you take? Her? I'm not sure what you're talking about because you get the winner of this drawing gets all of this. So the free drawing giveaway at 100 gets you a free entry into the drawing, and the free entry at 150 gets you a free entry into the drawing. And it looks like our screen froze. Well, that's still scrolling. Can you guys hear us? It's still live on the phone, but my computer looks like it locked up. Anna Hutchinson, $10 on PayPal. Thank you. That's weird. I got my stream, but I don't have an image. John Smith got a 62 seal proof set. Haven't wanted to open it. Now it went by too fast to catch the end of it, man. Okay, good. You guys can hear me. The screen on my laptop is taking a nap here. There it goes. Okay, let's see how current that is. Move my hand a couple times. But anyway, Tim Holmes, that's cool. All right, so sounds there. Looks like there might be a little bit of lag between what I'm saying and what's showing up on the screen, but I'm not sure. It's kind of confusing because I'm moving my hands around, but my hands aren't moving on the screen. Okay, we got. Okay. Okay. We got $40 on PayPal from Mark Cardwell, and the note says, Mrs. And if you guys were here that week, you'll get it. It was pretty funny. Hit reload on your laptop. That's not unusual. Yeah, thank you to both of you guys. All right, I'm going to hit refresh and see what happens. It's got pennies on the table. See what happens. You stopped. There we go. Yep, now it looks like it's working. Should I use a coin sorter or just do it by hand? Depends on what your purpose is. If all you want to do is go through pennies, if you're lucky, bags like this go quicker than boxes, but obviously either one works. If all you want to do is stack copper or hoard copper, whatever you prefer to call it, the coin sorter that we've got, which we did a couple videos on a couple of years ago, you can rip through 10 boxes. I think we did in that video. We ripped through like 10 boxes in about 30 minutes. The only thing, and you can still do that and still sort through them. We still have a few copper pennies and wheat pennies that we're pulling out of the bottom of the 5-gallon bucket from that one video. And you know, you figure they've been circulated all these years. They've been in and out of different kinds of sorting machines and vending machines and all that. It's, you know, I don't know that it's going to make that much of a difference. It probably depends on the way you have it set. The way we had it set in the video was not probably a good idea because we had it set too high. So the coins were hitting pretty hard. That was so you guys could see what was going on. But normally we would set it up much lower so that the impact would be less. And at the beginning process, you can probably put a towel or some paper towels to try and cushion them. But it really goes through and sorts very accurately. Rally Scratch Rob, welcome. You know, and then you know when you're going through the bucket and the machine, you know that you're searching either 82 and newer or 81 and older, and it makes life a lot easier because you can kind of focus your brain instead of bouncing around. Let's see what this is. 67. That's a nice looking 67 too. Let's set that one off to the side. Got a shiny one, Memorial. 2006. We're at 110 and we got about 15 minutes to go. So, I mean, we could get to 150. Oh, and here it is. We have our weekly donation from Anonymous. $40 is the total. Good evening, JB Coins. $20 donation for the channel. $5 entry for Bill 457. $5 entry for Corey W. $5 entry for Cheryl Busman. And $5 entry for William Baker. Thank you for making great videos. Keep up the great work. Anonymous. So you guys got some freebies. Thank you very much, Anonymous. So that to you new folks, that's what I mean. There's a lot of folks here like Jared, like Anonymous, like Mark, like Scott, that just, you know, I mean, we can't even, you know, we can't even begin to list, you know, Rogue and you know, just pretty much everyone, yeah, because when Scott was really first took the hit with his grandma, I mean, everybody stepped up. We did a fundraiser for him, and everybody was chipping in and kind of cheering him up and stuff, and he really appreciates that. The emails that he sends us, besides the stuff you guys see when he can show up to a live stream, I mean, it's hard to get through some of them. He really takes it to heart. And we even got his granny happy the one time. She got the first time she saw it, she was crying and she couldn't believe that there were these kind of people out there that would care about her. So that's kind of cool. Bill 457, my secret admirer. There you go. Maybe it's the stalker coming for you, Bill. We know it's not, but that one last week looked like she was going after you. Cheryl, thank you so much, Anonymous. I wish I knew who he or she was. Yeah, the Anonymous is taking good care of you. Let's see. Rally Scratch Rob. Oh, never mind. Tim Holmes, family care about people and coins. Exactly. And that's why we don't. That's why we have our stuff dialed down pretty tight on the comments that are allowed. We thought we had them pretty tight until last week, and that one was just unreal, man. It was not only the language and the content of the language, but the fact that every time you guys would complain and we would all file complaints and we would block and I even put harassment on several of the, when I blocked it, and then pop up on another identity, same person, same picture, and did it, what, 6, 7, 8 times in a matter of about 5 minutes. I couldn't change screens that fast. It's like, that was bizarre, man. So hopefully we caught it all before any of the youngsters on the crowd here caught on to it. I was trying not to say too much. At first it seemed funny and harmless, and then all of a sudden it went south really quick. Mallory, man, I'm sorry I've been so absent lately. I had a baby. Congratulations. I think you're allowed. I feel like I've missed so much. Did the baby come out with any cash? I mean, they should give you something for going through that. If not the baby, then the family. Hit them up for some silver Morgans or something. Hey, I suffered. Congrats, Mallory. Did you have a little boy or a little girl? Yep, it's what everybody's asking, I guess. Debbie, I lost my gram 2 nights ago. Sorry, 97. Man, that's great. That's a long life. Hardworking lady, I bet. You don't make it to 97 by being a wimp. Bill, that happened to me on a live stream, like 4 people. Yeah, but that was one person, like with 7 identities or whatever last week. It wasn't 4 different people. We've had that before. John Smith, sorry I've been away. A lot of work stuff going on. Tony Silvermead, there you go, man. Haven't seen you in a while either. Lauren Yates, welcome. Mallory, more like bills. Yeah, no kidding. They only are beginning. I have 3 daughters. Ask me about bills. Let's see. Congrats. Oh, little boy. That's awesome. Congrats. Mohawk Joe, bought my first 2009 set from eBay last week. There you go. Rogue, 114. Do I see 150? Yeah. I know we're trying to do condolences to Deb, and at the same time we're trying to push the thumbs up meter up to 150 so we can do another free drawing entry. But I'll try and go through some more pennies here. Yes, sweetie. Every time I move over and then I go pick those up, they're off the camera over there. So, John Smith, I just got 2 2009 sets from eBay J&B. Cool. Did you get the sealed ones like we said? They're the best ones to get. Let's see. 114? Yeah, it's possible. Tony, let's do it. Hit that like button. Now I think silver quarters are a little more common in my area because of the 2 silvers and $1,000 I found. It's going to be different by area. It's going to be different by box, so, and by bank. Congrats to the future in the JB Coins family and coin collectors from Mark Cardwell. Okay. Oh, to the little guy. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, Mallory, my sweetie just said if you would shoot us your address on our email, jbcoinsinc@gmail.com, she would like to send a little something. Oh, I thought that said 69, and it's a really pretty 69, but it is not an S or a D, but it is a pretty one. Ann Dano, welcome. Sandra, I have a 43S silver quarter. Cool. That should be a silver quarter. Never mind. Brain dead. Yeah, Mark B's been here a little while. I've been through 600 and halves, no silver. Yeah, sometimes we've gone through a couple of boxes and gotten skunked, and then you get a good run on another box. So it's just it's hit and miss. It's not like 4 or 5 years ago. There's a lot more of us out there doing this, and the store managers of the grocery stores that have the coin machines have found out that there are silver dollar or silver half dollars to be had in those coin machines, and you can't buy them anymore where we live because one of them actually admitted to us that they go around and buy them themselves. So, so those never get to the armored car company to get pulled out by the armored car company. Pause. I found an S quarter last week in pocket change. I was so happy. Yeah, it's kind of hard to find S quarters in circulation. I'm not sure why that is, at least here on the East Coast. John, I need that 69 plane for my folder. Hey, that's why they call it coin roll hunt, man. There's a 1980 in nice shape too. So 82, Mallory, thanks everyone. This is seriously the best group. Thank you very much, Mallory. Appreciate that. Yeah, you can tell. Whoa, you can tell that it's getting dark here because I've got the magnifying glass with the light. What, sweetie? I'm not making a big enough pile there? Oh, the light. Yeah, I know. But this 69S in my hand, that looks kind of cool. I just put the 69 down and I have a red brown 69S. Look at.
Wow.
How often do you do a live video? Every Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Usually it's an hour. Sometimes it's an hour, 5 hour, 10. Last week we had some technical difficulties, I think, and we wound up going like an hour 40. So it's not unusual. But yeah, I honestly did find, no kidding, a 1969S. And again, with my vision, I'm trying. I don't see anything with my 5X. I don't see anything really obvious. It looks like a really clean 69S on the front. It's red brown. The back is also red brown and really pretty clean. Sandra, thank you. Thank you too. So we're going to set that one aside. Yeah, hit the notification button, subscribe, hit the notification button, and you'll know anytime we go live. If we fire one up on a Tuesday or a Saturday or something like that, it'll let you know that we're doing something special. Deb Quirk, USB microscope. Yeah, we have that scope and it has a USB attachment to it, but if I hook it up to the laptop, then I can't see you guys. So I would actually need a second laptop to be able to view using that. So, the larger coins are easier for me, obviously. And if I was doing this in daylight, it's a lot easier. But, where we're at now, it's dark. We even closed the drapes so the street lamps wouldn't kind of glare in here, because that's kind of an uneven light. We've got one light overhead, and I've got my light that I've been wanting for a while over my left shoulder. Let's see. pause. JNB. What is that black box? Oh, this little black box with the AWS on it. That is the fancy dancy $8 pocket scale, and it goes from 0.1 gram all the way to 1,000 grams. And like I say, it costs $8. We have a link to it on our website, and when we go to the coin shows, this is in my shirt pocket all the time, and closes up, and it's smaller than your cell phone, and it does a great job. So thanks for asking. We got a few toys back here. Got the Amscope back there. Whoa, as I dropped the Eschenbach. I've got the 5X Eschenbach in my hand. That's why you're seeing the cover of it over here. Somewhere under here, we had the, yeah, here it is back here. The phone scope, which is the clip-on magnifier that you can snap on your iPhone or whatever type of phone you've got with a camera. And that will blow up small areas of the coins, but it's, you know, that's pretty cheap too. Let's see, Bill, I had mine for 10 years, that scale. That doesn't surprise me. This thing is really nice. What model is that scale? Take a look. It says AWS-1 kg. And it uses 3 AAA batteries. So 120 likes. Sweetie says we're going to go 10 more minutes in case folks want to get that 120 up to 150 before we do the drawing. And yeah, I mean, I'm wearing my reading glasses. I just got a new prescription, but you know, when you get a coin in this light, when it's dark like that, you really need that additional light. And even with the light, I can kind of make out that looks like 72, and yeah, it's 72. So it just depends on the condition of the coin as much as my eyesight. I've been looking at them, and there are about a half dozen models, all of which look nearly identical. Thanks. You're welcome. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff out there, and you know, that's why, yeah, if you go to the website for anything, if you click on the link of what we have up there, that's just what we are using ourselves. And from there, for example, the Amscope, you can click on the Amscope and say that, or the Eschenbach. Say you don't want one that's shaped like that, or you don't want one that's only got a 0.5 camera that drops in here. You want a bigger camera, or you want one that's a 10 power, or you want one that's rectangular. You can go right from that link. It takes you right to their site, and we always have it slaved to the lowest price site. So you can just surf around and see what you like and pick what suits you guys. But we've got everything from the really cheap, low end, inexpensive, get started in the hobby stuff, to some of the stuff that's pretty high. SOTPC, welcome. 123 likes. We're almost there. We're almost there. One dislike. The one dislike could either be an error, or it could be the same person from last week that gave us the one dislike. We always thank the dislikes because you're here and it counts as a view. If you accidentally hit the dislike button and intend for it to be a thumbs up button so that everybody else on the channel gets a shot at the 150, including yourself, it means that you hit the button a second time, it goes away, and then you hit the button on the like one time so that the like is blue. If the like is blue, then it counts as a like. If it's not blue, then you actually canceled out your own like.
Somebody just did that. Thank you.
Cool. Somebody just did that. Thank you. And believe it or not, another 69S in really nice shape. Try and show this one on the
Now you can show it. It's not focusing.
yeah. See, that's
Yeah.
that's the second one. I'm gonna try and do the first one.
Well, the second one is pretty. Very pretty. This one is pretty too.
Yeah, whoa, as I'm dropping them, they're both really nice. So it's pretty wild. But David Clark, welcome. Mallory R, I use black. Let's see, I have a question. My microscope had a black side and a white side. What side is best to use? Not sure. I use black, but I see you use white. I'm not sure, Mallory. They have a couple of different options, and some of them are the more traditional style microscope we're used to from school, for example, where it's like one lens coming up or the two lenses going backwards. But we learned about this style from the old gentleman that showed us his first discovery of the spitting horse. That was how we found out about the spitting horse. Was he had that, and he had some other coins, and he had a lab microscope styled like this. So he told us the spec of having the lenses face you and having them binocular, having them adjustable, being able to pull the USB out, being able to take the disc out and put the glass in so you have underlit and you have top lit if you're putting coins on there. And you know, just all of that stuff. So that's why we have it configured like this. Is we were very fortunate to have that old gentleman explain that to us, along with telling us about the spitting horse that we were able to share with you guys. And now I've lost track of how many spitting horses there are that people have found. So let's see. David. Oh, hey David, how you doing, man?
125 likes. Come on.
Epic. How much is the scope? I haven't looked in a while. I think when we bought it, it was around 200. But it always hunts for the cheapest current price. So it just kind of depends on where the prices have gone, whether they've gone up or down. So this is a little on the higher end. The 5X Eschenbach, I can't remember how much that thing is either.
That's so cute.
So, which, Mallory or Debbie?
Debbie.
Debbie, yes, so true. Last weekend I hooked my nephew's boys up with some coins. Yeah, I mean, that's how you get them addicted. It really is. And just like Mallory's little boy, that's the generation of the future. A lot of the old timers in this hobby that are my age or older, I'm kind of ashamed to say that my generation has not done the hobby a service for the most part. There's an awful lot of what Ken Peavy said, you know, I'm not going to go downtown to the coin shop, talk to that grumpy old guy. He's not going to give me any advice. And, you know, especially when we were kids, it was worse. 25 Mandabear, $10, $9.99, but good enough with that system, $10, so 2 entries. Ken was telling a really great story the other night about, you know, when we were kids, we didn't have the internet. We didn't have the books we have and the resources we have. And, you know, and we said the same in a couple of our videos. And it's like, you know, instead of watching cartoons, I mean, we could have, you know, or like he said, talking to the grumpy old guy at the coin show or the coin shop, and, you know, it's not worth anything. Wait a minute, that might have been last week. It's not worth anything. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll throw it in a flip and, you know, but, and then they turn around and offer you $1 for it. It's not worth anything, but I'll give you $1. Yeah, okay. Have a nice day. Now let me look it up on the internet. Because if it's worth $1, but it's not worth anything, shouldn't it be worth face value? So yeah, it's, we both, I think, have kind of the same attitude that there's so much knowledge out there now, and there's so much for the younger generation than us and your kids and our grandkids to be able to access and see all the different kinds of coins that are out there, and the information about them. And hey, I found this weird looking coin in the laundromat or on the sidewalk, or you know whatever, the Starbucks change. That was where I found the first 2016 or 2017 Ps, I think. I found like four of them in a stack in a Starbucks change, and they thought I was crazy. I told them I'd give them a dollar bill for the 6 pennies that were on a $2 bill. Yeah, that's right. I gave them a $2 bill for the 6 2016s that were brand new uncirculated, that were sitting on like a little short stack. I took a Starbucks napkin and I wrapped them up and put them in my shirt pocket. And they thought I was nuts. So, but nobody was finding them. So, so that was a lot of fun. I mean, those are the things that you just you remember where you found them. And that's half the fun. Debbie, sometimes my small town bank will save customer rolls for me. I got 2 Canadian dollar coins. Never seen one before. Wow. Yeah, other than our proof set, I don't know if we've ever seen a Canadian dollar coin in circulation. I don't remember ever seeing that. Sandra, I try to educate my daughter about coin collecting. The cool thing about it with doing it with your kids or your grandkids, especially now, is when I was a kid going through elementary school, they taught us history. We knew what the Civil War was. We knew what the Korean War was. We knew what the Revolutionary War was. We knew about World War II, obviously, because when I was a kid, it was only 15, 20 years earlier, and most of the teachers probably were veterans from the war, at least the male ones. But they don't teach the kids any of that stuff. They don't hardly teach them anything about the Constitution or the early history of the country. A lot of things we used to watch on TV that were TV shows that were somewhat historical about the West, they don't do any of that anymore. So when you think about it, and of course they have new math and all this other stuff. So I was kidding around with my sweetie one night when we were designing t-shirts, and I said, we ought to put it on a t-shirt if it'll fit, and say, the best place to learn math, history, science, politics, whatever, while becoming a millionaire hunting coins, because really, if you think about it, the commemorative coins we cover, the 1804 that we covered, the bicentennials that we covered, even the pennies, some of the coins that have had their fingers in the pie, the SMS series, mint director that my wife says, that witch lady. Yeah, the witch lady that didn't want any coin collectors hoarding coins, so she eliminated all mint marks, and she was stashing all the custom made coins away until she died. Yeah, and she wasn't the only one. And that's the thing, you go back through history and there's so many of them that you sit there and go, the 1913 V-nickels. That was the same thing. They were stamped by a mint employee who sat on them until he was darn near dead, and then all of a sudden they showed up, and her coins showed up right before she died from a coin dealer that she was friends with even before she became the director of the mint. Talk about conflict of interest. It's like, holy cow. But, you sit down with the kids and you start showing them stuff, and you start showing them some of the silly coins, some of the silly mistakes and things like that. You get them to count the coins after you get done to put them back in the rolls if you have to do that. And so they're learning math, they're learning history, they're learning how the coins are made. It's really cool. Yes. Okay. Mallory, the boss says that she got your information, but you didn't put a last name. If you didn't want to, that's cool. We'll send it the way we got it, and hopefully it'll get to you that way. Otherwise, if you could, shoot her your last name so that we've got a complete address on there. Anna, I've learned a lot listening to JB Coins Inc. and Ken PV. Thank you, Anna. Yeah, I've actually learned a couple things listening to Ken myself. The guy really is kind of like a mad scientist. In a good in a good way. Yeah, and he usually, I know on Sunday night, I believe. Yeah, Sunday night in about 15 minutes, 9:30 usually, is what he calls the big show, and that's like his big, live stream and call in and all kinds of stuff going on there, selling coins and all kinds of stuff. So when we get off of here, go over and check out Ken's big show, and you'll laugh as hard or harder than you do here. I mean, it's kind of wild, some of the stuff that he talks about. Give him a hard time about his haircut. They were doing that last night. All right, she's calling last call. We tried. We're at 128, so close, but we don't want to run into Ken's deal either. That one coin guy, tired, depressed, and just a whole bunch of negativity. I'm not sure who you're talking about. I hope it's not us. Debbie, I like to think about who might have held one of my coins, like George Washington, Abe Lincoln. Yeah, that's the thing that I like, is if you get a coin from the Civil War era or the World War II era. Now, the World War II era, the guys didn't tend to carry coins. They carried script usually, or they carried coins from where they were stationed in Europe or something like that, or they gathered those up after the war. I got a lot of those that I inherited from all over the world, the Pacific and Europe. The ones from overseas, but the Civil War guys, they carried coins in their pockets, and in fact, the silver dollar, the down here in South Carolina, in Charleston, they have the Confederate submarine, which was the first submarine to sink a ship. They identified the captain of the submarine when they found it 150 years later at the bottom of Charleston Harbor. When they excavated out the interior and they found the guys still sitting, the whole crew sitting at their stations, there were, I think, 8 of them in there. They knew which one was the captain that was in charge of the submarine because he had been in a prior battle in the Civil War and was carrying a silver dollar in his pocket with his Bible. And he took a mini ball round that went through his Bible and hit the silver dollar, bent the silver dollar, and he considered it his good luck piece because it was over his left pocket. It would have killed him. And when they found his body and excavated it out of the submarine, they found the silver coin in his pocket, and it was bent. So it matched the story. And so it was really cool. It was a really, you can go to the museum and see that dollar, and it's just kind of weird, I'm sorry, baby, what? Oh, the one on the wall? Yeah, we need to find a way to shoot that. So hi to Ronald, welcome. Let's see. Arizona Metal Detector, welcome. Savvy Sherry, welcome. If I missed you before, I apologize. It's crazy. Let's see. So yeah, last call. We have 131. We're not going to get to 150. Go over the prizes one last time while we're on last call. We got a 67 SMS set with a 40% Kennedy. Cheryl won the 64, 5, and 6. So here's the 67. She's already got her freebie for this week for the drawing, so she'll probably win this one too. This is a Whitman Lincoln Bicentennial Cent set. It has 5 of the 8 in, mint condition of the 2009s. Really nice set. And then we have the old silver, 1905 Barber quarter. It says, "In God We Trust," silver. It's got the stars on the back. It's got the eagle and the stars at the top. And then we have the 1926 Standing Liberty. And you can read Liberty and "In God We Trust." And on the reverse, you can see the eagle. You can read United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, and quarter dollars and some of the stars. And those are 90 percenters, and that's a 40 percenter. And the winner gets all of those. And let's see. JB, I really liked the silver dice you had last week. We're gonna probably have some more of those. Those were really cool, and they were really popular. And I got to tell you, holding that thing even in the plastic in your hand, it's just the weirdest feeling. And realizing that that's not a dice, that it's really a 1 ounce hunk of silver, and you're like, that's really cool. Let's see, that one coin guy, I sent a $10 donation to your PayPal. That one coin guy.
Okay, because I have his real name, so I'm not.
Okay, she's got your real name, so that's where we say on PayPal you want to give us, whatever handle you're going by or whatever, because otherwise we don't know. Because we don't want to necessarily give out your real name if you don't intend to. I carry a silver eagle for good luck. Yep. Thank you for the donation. Carry on, JB, thank you and all you've done to help me type my coins. I appreciate you both. If you can give me a little more insight on the Eisenhower 1776, the bicentennial. Yeah, we have a couple of videos on just all of the bicentennials. We've got a couple of videos on the Eisenhowers specifically. And what about? Yeah, we have the video that's just for bicentennials. Oh, the coin list. Yeah, that's right. We have a coin list that's just about bicentennials. And don't we have the pictures of some of them? Yeah, some of the pictures are on the website, so you can check those out too and see if they help you out, even without the list, just the pictures that she put up. So we've had last call. Let's see. Yep, we've got about 10 minutes to get out of Ken's way. Dark Passenger, recently purchased a proof lot on eBay. Noticed one of the nickels is offset as this counterfeiter error. It could be an error. I mean, it could be a counterfeit, but on proofs, it's usually not. It's usually on the circulated. But so I would lean towards error. But that's a coin that you would send to someone like Mr. Wexler at Wexler's Double Dies and pay him the $5, let him check it and give you an attribution of whether it's an offset or not, or Mr. Ken Peavy, who's coming up after us. Just don't send, you only way you can really get a good attribution is to send the coin to someone that can hold it in their hand and grade it and look at it. They really can't tell 100% from a picture. And then it has to be accepted by the grading company that it's been attributed by someone that's had it in their hands. So you want it to go to someone that the attribution company is recognized by the grading companies like PCGS. That's why we recommend Wexler, Potter. There's a lot of folks that can call themselves, hey, I can do grading and all that kind of stuff. People ask us to do it all the time. And we don't do it, it's not fair because we're making money off of you for something that doesn't count with the grading company, and you need it to count with the grading company if you're going to go to that trouble. Okay, so we're ready. So we're going to move this stuff out of the way. And yeah, I still got nickels laying around. One of these days I'm going to get the nickels and the pennies done.
Puppies. Okay.
Ouch. Yes, my love. Okay, how are we doing on the camera angle there? We good?
I think we're good. No, you know, one thing we're not good is not gonna show that.
Setting up for the drawing.
Good luck, everybody.
Okay.
And start
Good luck, everybody. This is where we read everybody's name and how many entries they've got,
out.
and we make sure that we haven't missed anybody or missed the number of entries that they have, okay? So Jonathan Smelko has 1. Wait a minute. There we go. Jonathan Smelko has 1. Deborah Clark has 2. Crafty Malley has 1. Sherry L has 4. Bill Betts has 1. Kevin Jones has 1. Mohawk Joe has 1. Edwina Cornish has 2. Rogue has 1. Anna Hutchinson has 2. Mark Cardwell has 8. Misses. Bill 457 has 1. Corey W has 1. Cheryl has 1. William Baker has 1. 25 Mandebear has 2. One Coin Guy has 2. So do we have everybody? Did we miss anybody? And of course, good luck to everybody.
What is happening with the screen again?
I don't know. The screen's, there it goes. Screen's doing weird stuff. It still doesn't even have the computer up
Look
there.
where you are,
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta,
all the way.
there you go. There you go. Well, I'm, on my screen anyway, I was somewhere in the middle of the show, so. But you guys should be able to see the screen. I can see it on the camera fine.
She was given one entry, $5.
Yeah, you were given 1 entry, $5 for 1 entry, Cheryl. So, all right. So, I think we've got everybody here that's supposed to be here. So that means it's time to, yeah, no problem. I think it's time to pick a name and see who gets all these goodies off the table. Da, da, da. One Coin Guy. Last minute, the last guy to put in an entry. There you go. So as usual, you have a week to claim your prize from today, which means you send us an email to jbcoinsinc@gmail.com with your mailing information, name, address, you know, so we can send this stuff out to you, and we'll get it out to you next week. Jared, thank you very much for being here. Everybody, thank you for being here. Congrats to One Coin. Welcome and thank you to everybody here that was new this week. Hopefully you guys come back next week. And